Hey guys, and welcome. Today we're going to talk a little bit about whether or not buying cheap gas is bad for your car. Before we get started, if you want to see more automotive content and you want to see future WRX content, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks. So this is going to be a pretty quick video. So there are a few key components here to understand about gas and, how gas is supplied to gas stations. So there's this qualification that gas stations can get and gas suppliers can get called top tier. Now that certifies them in the quality and the type of gasoline that they're providing to consumers, us filling up our cars. So basically the rule of thumb is if it's top tier certified gasoline, then it's completely healthy for your car and good for your car. And that's literally the top tier gas you can put in your car. So a little bit later in this video, we're going to look over the gas stations that are actually top tier certified, and I'm going to show you guys what they are. But first, let's talk a little bit about how to go through those top tier stations and pick the right fuel for yourself. So every gas station within this top tier range can offer different gasolines with different additives and detergents in them. One great example of those additives is what Shell offers as their premium fuel, their highest octane fuel, which is their V-Power. Now that has performance additives that are supposed to both clean your engine and help the performance of your vehicle. It's up to you as a consumer to determine whether or not that you want those performance upgrades, those additives, those detergents, and to do your research on what each car company provides. Because, when you go to the tank, they tell you that they have a certain additive, but you probably want to do your due diligence and look up at the company website what they're actually putting in their fuel. Now, it's still top tier certified, so the gasoline is still good for your car, but if you're going to pay those extra couple cents per gallon and go to a place like Shell and get V-Power, you probably want to know what you're paying for. Now, if you're not looking for all those additives and you're not running detergents, maybe you're running your own fuel additives, you can go out and buy the cheapest gas as long as it's top tier certified. It's really not going to have that much of an impact on your car. Now, you might get some peace of mind spending the extra couple pennies at the more expensive gas station, but recently there was a AAA study on quality of gasoline, and what they concluded was that if you're purchasing top tier gasoline, as long as it's top tier gasoline, no matter what station you're buying from, you're going to get quality fuel. There's one tip of advice that I would recommend that you look into yourself, is the age of the gas station itself. Sometimes the quality in fuel isn't everything in the gasoline. You want to know what the tank in which it's being stored is like. And my rule of thumb is if the gas station that I'm going to looks super old, or it looks really dilapidated, or it just doesn't look new, that generally tells me maybe their tank isn't as new as it should be. And you don't want things like condensation, however unlikely, but you don't want things like condensation and anything else an old tank could deposit in their fuel. Every once in a while you hear an awful story about somebody getting bad pump gas and have to replace their gas tank to remove it because often it's more dense than the gasoline, and the only way to get it out of your tank is taking the tank out. So beyond that, before we go take a look at the list, the couple things to consider here. If it's top tier, you're good to go. It's going to be all relatively the same fuel quality. Now you can go pay a couple of extra cents a gallon for things like the performance additives, detergents, things that are going to clean your engine. You can do your research per gas station, per brand, what you prefer. But again, if it's top tier, it's all going to be the same quality. So before we end this video, let's go take a look at the computer and look at that list. Okay guys, here's the list of the top tier licensed retail brands as of January 2018. This is very recent. And as you can see, this list is huge. A lot of the big names are there. Chevron, Costco, Kirkland, Mobil, everything here. Shell and its specific V-Power. So my best suggestion is to look at the link that I've put in the description of this site, of this Wikipedia page, check out the brands that are on this list, look in your local area, and figure out what the best gas station around you is, and then start to look into those additives and detergents that they offer. Thanks for watching, guys.